Hello everybody, hello everybody. As you can tell, Miss Amy watched Christmas Vacation last night and I was trying to do my best Aunt Bethany impression. But welcome to Miss Amy's Favorite Things, 12 Days of Christmas edition, and today we're going to be learning how to do a little bit of distressed whitewash. And to do this project, you'll need a piece of wood. I chose a 10 by 10 plaque. You're going to need a protective surface because we're going to be painting. You need black matte acrylic and you need white matte acrylic finish. And you'll need a couple of things of water, one to put your, your wet paintbrushes in, and one just to have by itself. And you're going to need like a cloth that we're going to get damp. That's what our other water is for. And I just have one of those flour sack towels that I've cut into like different pieces. So I have that. I'm going to be using a vinyl sticker today, but you can use a paint pen, or you can use stencils, or small detail brushes if you're good at freehanding to write on. And you're going to need 2 paint brushes and like a styrofoam plate for your paint. I have a foam brush, and I have just like a bristle brush, just a regular little, they sell these at Walmart or Dollar Tree or something like that. And you need a hair dryer in case you're impatient for waiting the stuff to dry like Miss Amy is. So first thing you're going to do is if you choose the 10 by 10, is you're going to paint your background, this board. First you're going to paint it black. And you're going to let that dry. And thing with acrylic, the more you put on all at once, the longer it'll take to dry. I only did 1 coat. It covered it pretty well. Plus, I'm going to be adding something on top of this. So it don't have to be, if you're worried about it showing through, you don't need to be too concerned about that. 1 coat does seem to do it. And I used my foam brush for that. And once you do that, I'm going to show you how to put some white paint on there. So if you, what you're going to want to do is take your white, put it out in your plate. Right. While you have it out there, this is a good time to take, I'm going to go ahead and put my black, since I'm done with it, down in my brush water and put it off to the side. But I'm going to take my cloth, I'm going to put it in my cup to get it damp. It don't need to be soaking. So if you get it out, just kind of hold it over there, squeeze the water out of it to where it's just damp and not soaking wet. Okay, Miss Amy thinks she's got it ready. I'm just going to put it right there for a second. Then I'm going to take my regular just bristle paintbrush here. I'm going to put it in my white. And now that my surface is completely dry, it does have to be completely dry for this. If you don't, you're going to end up with a gray board. But the trick is you want to put this on, and you want to do it kind of quick. And I will show you why as we go. Because we're going to, now that it's black, we're going to try to, we're whitewashing. This is what the white is for, but we want it to look a little distressed. So once we get this white on there, and you can see the black's already showing through a little bit, but we want to wipe this white off. And it gives it that distressed whitewash look. So here we go. I'm just going to add a little bit more over here. And I'm going to take my white, of course it is white, but my damp cloth, and I'm just going to begin to wipe off this paint. can see, it's bringing the majority off, and you get a little bit, it may still look a little grayish, but you get that nice little dark peeking through under here. And you can take however much back off that you want. And then if you want to add a little bit more white back, you can do that to get it just the kind of look that you're looking for. But again, you need to make sure that your black is completely dry, or your whole thing will be more like a silver. And I'm going to leave it more white along the edges. And now I'm going to wait for this to dry, or I'm going to use my hair dryer on it, and I will be back to show you how I'm going to apply a vinyl sticker. Okay, we're back, and now you can see mine's good and dry. And now I'm going to apply a vinyl sticker. If you have a Cricut or something, of course you probably already know how to do this, or maybe if you're looking to get one from Santa, they're not too hard to apply, or you may know somebody who just has one, and they can get you a template out, whatever you want, and you can put it on like this, or you can put it on glass. You can put it on a lot of different things. But so mine says Jingle All the Way with a bell, and this is my paper. I'm going to try to, when you work with the vinyl, you got to have transfer tape paper, and that's tape. That's what this is. So I am going to attempt to get mine on. And you're going to need like a popsicle stick, or a quarter, or like a card or something, because once you get it on, you've got your tape on there, and you put it over just what is like on mine on the red. That's the part that we want to be attached to our transfer tape. So you have to go over this really well to make sure it sticks. Things got her stuck to the board and onto the paper. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I've managed to get my vinyl stuck to my letters, and or my transfer tape, I should say. Now I'm going to put it on my board, and I'm going to try to center it up, but with Miss Amy it's not going to be perfect, so I'm just going to get it on there. I'm going to take my popsicle stick, and like I said, you can use a card or a quarter, whatever you got. You go back over your letters, make sure you go over all of them really well. And we do the same process like when we took the vinyl, we put the vinyl on the transfer tape. We're going to peel it at the same kind of angle, in a downward angle, or up from a corner. It don't matter to you, but it does need to be kind of at an angle. It does help. Let's see if it's ready. If Miss Amy hasn't done too good of a job getting her thing stuck down. See, mine's not fully ready yet, so I'm going to do it some more, and I'm going to continue to do this, and then I'm going to peel it back, and I will be back to show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, Miss Amy got her vinyl to stick on her board. She did have to wait for the paint to completely dry. I was having some problems wanting my vinyl to stick, and even though the paint was dry, it still needed to set for just a couple of hours to really just be able to let the vinyl take to it good. The vinyl was wanting to stick right to the transfer tape and not really come off on my board. So if you're doing that at home, and even though you've taken a hairdryer to it and it's dry, you would just take a couple extra hours and let it really set up good for you if you're working with vinyl, and do that. Like I said, you could do this with paint pens, or you could freehand it, or using a stencil. It's whatever you prefer, but I just wanted to show off my vinyl to see what it would look like on here. I'm pretty pleased with it. And to make this something where it hangs, you could just simply hot glue, flip it over to the back, take you a piece of twine or whatever you have, and just hot glue it to the back, and it would make you a nice little hanging sign. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today, and until next time, stay safe.